Our Green Travel project aims to increase our understanding of urban travel environment quality, focusing particularly on travel environment greenery and its importance to people's travel experience, travel choices and well-being. Furthermore, the project aims to produce new knowledge on how equitably green exposure during everyday trips and related well-being impacts are available to urban populations. Exploring with novel geospatial and AI methods plays an important role in the project. The broad goals are captured also in the full name of the project: Green Travel, greener urban travel environments for everyone, from measured well-being impacts to big data analytics. The project has 4 objectives. Firstly, to understand people's experiences of urban travel greenery across seasons and the related well-being and travel behavior impacts. Secondly, to map urban greenery from human perspective by taking advantage of extensive collections of street view images and advanced computer vision techniques and large language models. Thirdly, to model everyday mobility flows and green exposure during travel by using mobile big data and accurate traffic route and public transportation data that reveal detailed mobility flows on urban scale. And fourthly, to reveal inequalities in exposure to greenery during everyday trips and to prioritize greenery interventions in cities.
In the Green Travel project, we aim to understand the health and well-being effects of greenery and seasonality during everyday active travel. Imagine you're cycling to work in the early morning. How do the different routes you're exposed to benefit or harm your physical and mental health or your emotional state? What is the effect of street vegetation and green spaces, and how does it change with the changing seasons and climate? These are the questions we aim to answer using experimental studies, both in laboratory settings as well as outdoors in real-life environments. In our randomized laboratory experiments, we use cutting-edge technologies such as virtual reality and wearable biosensors to study the psychological and physiological response of people when cycling through different urban environments. We test various scenarios, changing the level and diversity of vegetation and the soundscape, as well as the seasonal conditions. We aim to provide more evidence on what type of street greenery can help us to recover from everyday stress, create positive emotions, and promote overall pleasantness. This knowledge can guide urban planners to design future greening interventions that bring both social and ecological benefits. As researchers, we also know that this is not an easy task. We need to understand better the complexity and trade-offs between the built and the natural world in our cities. That is why we also study the active travel behavior of citizens in their everyday life. Here again, modern technologies can help us understand environmental exposure in real time by recording people's experiences, perceptions, and emotions while on the move.
In Green Travel, we also aim to develop greenery mapping to capture the human perspective, meaning the view that we see on the streets. To achieve this, we use extensive street view imagery with computer vision and generative AI techniques to capture greenery from human perspective over entire cities and throughout different seasons. By linking this information with data on urban mobility flows, we can now understand where and how much people see greenery in different parts of the city when they travel. This can be transformational for sustainable mobility planning, as we already know that greener environments make us more likely to walk and cycle.
We hope that the project will produce transformational knowledge on the importance and availability of green urban travel environments and equal access to them. We also hope that the results and methods will be useful for planning better cities for all, in Europe and beyond. We are thankful for European Research Council for funding our research and the whole research team.